Hey y'all, I'm going to make y'all a Crockpot Alfredo lasagna soup. Yes, Alfredo lasagna soup. And it only takes a few ingredients. First, we're going to start off with a jar of Alfredo sauce. I just use an off-brand. This is a 22-ounce jar. We're going to add this to our Crockpot. We're going to do all the liquids first, okay? So let's get all that in there. Okay, then we're going to add a carton of chicken broth. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour my chicken broth into this jar to get all the extra out. We don't want to waste anything. So let's shake that out and get all of that goodness out of that jar. Okay. There's our Alfredo sauce. Finished with our carton of chicken broth. Get that poured in. Now we're going to add a 15-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. And remember, the link to the recipe will always be either in the comments or in the description. Okay, so I have a can of crushed tomatoes. Okay, we're going to go ahead and add our spices. We're going to add a teaspoon of garlic powder and a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. I'm telling y'all, this is very simple. We're going to throw this in the crock pot this morning and then dinner will be ready. So let's add a teaspoon of the Italian seasoning, a teaspoon of garlic powder. Okay, on the salt and pepper, I'm going to go ahead and just add about half a teaspoon of each. You know, you can always taste of it like halfway through the cooking and see if you need to add more. So it's really just taste. So I'm going to add half a teaspoon of the salt and about half a teaspoon of the pepper. Okay, so there's our seasoning. I'm going to give that a little mix with a whisk. Okay, so we have a jar of Alfredo sauce, our carton of chicken broth, our can of crushed tomatoes, and our garlic powder, Italian seasoning, and salt and pepper. Okay, what we're going to add now will be our ground beef. Now, I have already browned my ground beef. You will need, let's see, 1 to a pound and a half. It depends on how much meat you want in it. I think I have about a pound here. You can add a pound, 2 pounds. But what I have done is I have browned it already. The meat is already cooked. Okay, so we're going to add our cooked meat. And I actually done that yesterday. I was cooking some other ground meat, and I thought, you know what? I'll just cook it all at the same time. Take some of it out, and then it'll be ready. Of course, you could always use, you know, some type of sausage if you wanted to, or ground turkey. Okay, so there's our ground beef. And I am going to add some onion. Okay, this was a whole onion. It looks, when I'm sitting there looking at it, it sure looks like a lot of onion. It was a really big onion, so I may just add half of it, because it looks like a lot. Let's just add back. Because it was you need to be a small onion or half a large onion, because that was a large onion. Okay, so let's look here and see if we have everything. Let's see, Alfredo sauce, chicken broth, crushed tomatoes, onion, beef, our seasonings. Okay, the last 2 items will be our lasagna noodles and our spinach. Now, the spinach will not go into your crock pot till about 30 minutes till you know it's done, okay? So, you're going to cook this on high for 3 hours or on low for about 5 hours. But the spinach, put it in your crock pot about 30 minutes before you're going to get ready to serve it, okay? And you could always, I'm not going to add any cheese because we did add the Alfredo sauce. You could always, y'all, add you a couple cups of mozzarella cheese or any kind of cheese. We are big cheese eaters around here, but I'm not going to for this video, okay? Now, I'm going to do something that a lot of people do not like. I'm going to break up these my noodles, okay? And I know a lot of people are like, don't break the noodles. Well, I'm going to break the noodles, y'all, okay? So, yeah. I don't know what it is about, some people like, they don't want the noodles broke up, but I want mine. I'm getting them everywhere, but that's okay. But this is a pound of noodles. Okay, and what I will do, I don't know if I'll serve this with a salad or with some garlic cheese bread. You know, y'all know me, I keep those French loaves you get at Walmart of the bread. You know, they put them on sale for 50 cents sometimes. And then I'll put some butter and some garlic powder on them, sometimes some cheese, make my own garlic bread, and then pair this with a salad, or we may just have it just like this. We'll just have to see. So let's get those down in there. How many more we got left? Still got quite a few. I mean, that looks like a lot though. You know what? I tell you what, let's look. This is a pound. I think, y'all, we'll add a couple more. It's really not quite a pound because I think a pound would be too much. So I would say 3/4 of a pound. So that means this box still has because this was a pound box. So y'all can see how much of that I used. Okay. So we want enough. So let's see. We got everything in there. I'm going to cook mine on high so I can get it done in time to take some pictures. And then I will put my bag of spinach, probably half this bag. This is a 10-ounce bag. Of course, it shrivels down. Maybe that looks like a lot of spinach, but as much as it shrinks down, well, I'll bring y'all back here in a little bit, and we'll get to seeing how much liquid is in this, and we'll decide if we want the whole 10-ounce bag or half this bag, because I have some spinach lovers, and I have some who don't love spinach. So, but y'all, it's a recipe. It's a guide. Y'all can change it, and you don't have to do exactly how I do it. But I will bring y'all back when I add the spinach, and then I'll bring y'all back when I plate it up. Okay, y'all, my Alfredo lasagna soup has been cooking for a few hours, so we're going to taste of it and add our spinach. I am tempted to add some cheese to it, but I'm not going to. But I thought about it. Okay, it is smelling wonderful. Let's taste of it, and I have a feeling it is going to be delicious. Let's give it a try. Y'all, that is wonderful. And those noodles are done. You know, I don't even know. I said high for 3 hours, but I think it just took a couple hours because I did cut up the lasagna noodles. So now we're going to add the fresh spinach. And then we'll cook it maybe. It might take 30 more minutes on high. We'll just see how much this spinach. This is a 10-ounce bag. Oh, y'all. Wish y'all could smell it. It tastes so, wish y'all could taste it. It tastes so yummy. I'm going to put about half of this bag. You probably could put the whole bag, but not everybody in my family are spinach lovers. So we're going to give that a mix. Ooh, that looks good. Just a little bit more. And then I'm going to fix some garlic cheese bread to go on the side. Okay, y'all, that is, oh my goodness, so yummy. Like I didn't like to say, oh my yum. Okay, I think that's quite a bit of spinach. I think that is enough as we add just a few more pieces to it. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more. They can pick around the spinach. There we go. Yeah, give it some color. And those noodles cooked so quickly. Because, see, the hamburger meat was already done. Okay. A little bit more. Okay, so we're gonna push those down in there, so that spinach will wilt down. Okay, and we will we'll give it about, I don't even know if it'll take 30 minutes, but we'll see how long it takes, and then we'll try it again. Okay, y'all, my creamy Alfredo lasagna soup is ready, and it looks so delicious and smells even better. I went ahead and made some garlic bread, and all I done is I buy at Walmart, they have those French loaves of bread, cut it in half, slathered on some butter, sprinkled some garlic powder, added some mozzarella cheese, and then baked it in the oven. Yes, that will go perfect with this Alfredo lasagna soup. So let's ladle some up. Y'all can see that, can't y'all? Yes. It only took, I think, about 20 minutes for the spinach to wilt to wilt down. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Talk about yum. Let's get us a little bit more. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some Parmesan cheese. Just sprinkle some Parmesan cheese on that. Looky there. And then let's scoot this over just a hair, and let's get us a piece of garlic bread. Oh my goodness, let's see. I like the end pieces, so let's get this end piece here. I don't know, this piece looks pretty good too. They all look so good. Let's get this one. Okay, so we're going to top that right in there, and look at that. Doesn't that look so yummy? Okay, so let's give it a try. A little bit of the spinach, a little bit of the grated Parmesan there. I can hear it bubbling. Y'all, let's try this. That is so good. Dip it down in some of that soup. Yeah. Y'all. Words can't even, cannot even describe how good this creamy, I'm gonna call it a Crockpot creamy Alfredo lasagna soup. That's what I'm gonna call it. I mean, and that is so yummy. One more bite. Woo. Get it by the soup. Y'all have definitely got to try my Crockpot creamy Alfredo lasagna soup. Definitely a comfort food. I mean, so delicious, and so y'all definitely should give it a try.